So, hello everyone. My name is Linster Baylosjs. Today we're going to talk about the Presidential Decree number 1181, providing the prevention, control, abatement of air pollution from motor vehicles and for other purposes. Whereas the increasing use of motor vehicles is fast becoming a major source of the growth in amount and complexity of air pollution in the country, particularly in urban areas. This phenomenon is best exemplified by the emission of carbon monoxide, particulates, the sulfur dioxide, and other associated pollutants from about 400,000 registered vehicles in all types in Metro Manila, amounting to some 4,000 metric tons a day, which covers 75% total air pollution in that area. And as of that year, we don't know yet for this year. So such air pollution poses mounting dangers to our health and our welfare, damage and deterioration of property, the hazard and land transportation. See the purpose. The purpose of this decree is to prevent, control, and abate the emission of air pollution from motor vehicles in order to protect our health and welfare as a human person, to prevent or to minimize damage to property, also to hazard to land transportation. So motor vehicles is not only limited for motorcycles. This means that including those vehicles, the transit motors or engines, as we see, like food product cars, buses, and jeepneys, also including some private cars, can be some trains, or any of those vehicles that runs with motors or engines using fuel, or can be diesel. So pollution is in everywhere, like factories, the burning of plastics. We can have air pollution to that, and mainly this topic is talking about the pollution, smoke from the motor vehicles. We also have here some prohibited acts upon this decree. It shall be unlawful for any owner or operator of motor vehicle to allow it to discharge air pollutants at a greater level than the acceptable pollutants concentration, so must follow the standard prescribed by the National Pollution Control Commission with respect to minimizing the higher percentage of air pollution within the area. So the owner or operator, the vehicle cannot use his or her own vehicle unless such motor vehicle meets the established emission standard. So you must go to the LTO for that, for the emission checking, emission testing. So also we have here, no imported or locally manufactured motor vehicles shall be sold, registered, or operated after the date of effectivity of implementing rules and regulation of this decree unless it meets the established emission standard as certified by the National Pollution Control Commission. We also have here on the screen, we have the pollution control devices that can easily be attached in your motor vehicles, but still it will be checked if it follows the emission standards, to be checked by the National Pollution Control Commission. We have here the rules and regulations, the formulation and implementation of this decree. So police officers, inspectors, the checkpoints must check each motor vehicle's certificate if they have passed the emission standard by the National Pollution Control Commission. If they have the certificate, then they are free to just pass by. If not, they will have or encounter some punishments or penalties. Also, traffic enforcers are informed to this to control traffic, especially those crowded areas as seen in the screen. So traffic enforcers must do their job to avoid hard pollution, deep pollution within the area. Here we see some hearing procedures. All cases involving violations of this decree and or its implementing rules and regulations shall be reported to or filed with the National Pollution Control Commission by any or by its deputized agents for hearing, provided that report with the latter shall be made immediately, not later than 24 hours from the time of the knowledge of the violation. So the hearing officers duly designate by the Commissioner of National Pollution Control Commission shall be authority to decide the case and impose the penalties prescribed in this degree. The decision shall be final and executory if no appeal is taken therefrom the Commissioner with 15 days from notice decision. So the decision of the Commissioner shall be final for that. We have here some penalties. So all cases, any person violating this decree and or its implementing rules and regulations involving the same vehicle shall, the first offense, be liable to a fine of not exceeding 200 pesos. For the second offense, to a fine and not exceeding 500 pesos. And for the third and succeeding offense and above, to a fine and not exceeding 1,000 plus suspension of his vehicle certificate of registration until such time as he shall have complied with the requirements of the regulations. So, I think that's all. Any provisions, the law, presidential decree, executive order, rules and regulation, parts thereof inconsistent with this provision of this decree are hereby repealed and modified accordingly. So, I think that's all for today. This presidential decree is very helpful for us to avoid and to minimize air pollution within the area. Now, so we must just follow rules to avoid penalties, follow rules for our health to be good at all times. That's all. Thank you for today. See you next time for another lesson or topic sa bit. God bless.